All right, I guess we're live right now. And pardon me, where it's not very rock and roll to wear a sweatshirt when you're playing, but it's cold, man. It's winter now, you know? So anyway, I wanted to give you the latest rant of Chardiet. And the first thing I want to say is Keith Levine, man, he passed, and I hadn't heard from him musically in a long time, but you know, he was on that first Clash single, "What's My Name," and then he was great on that first Public Image record with Johnny Rotten. And you know, he's a big influence on me when I was learning all about punk rock, and oh man, I was trying to figure it out. It just was like I was like late to the party. I didn't really commit until like late 78, early 79. But I want to show you some of my songs, pieces of my songs that I just completely was ripped off Keith Levine, you know, or was influenced by him. I owe him that. And even my latest one, like "See You in the Streets." Okay, so it's like we are marching to dystopia, and I think we're gonna get there soon. I hear the fascist jackboots on the outskirts of town. And then the middle eight, right? And I play this, the rhythm guitar is doing this, and the break. I totally copped that off of Keith Levine. All right, another one that I totally copped off of him is "I Can't Stay With You." And the way I wrote this song is, you know, from my own self-absorbed inner torment, but also because I heard Nirvana, and the only song I ever really liked in Nirvana was "Territorial Pissings." I thought that was a pretty cool song. I never cared for Nirvana, and I was like, I never cared for them particularly. It just sounded kind of like jock frat bro, kind of like monster truck rock to me. I never cared for it. So, but this song, I heard Nirvana and everybody was all running to and fro, all agog, and I was like, you know what? I think I could do better than that guy. So like, here's some. That's Keith Levine ripped off right there. Right, so it's like, I'm just doing parts of the song. I'm not trying to play the whole song. Can't stay with you. That's another one. Here's another one. And Keith, me and him about the same age. He a little older than me, like about 1 year, 2 years, something like that. But like, damn, man, I owe it to him to show you where I stole his licks. So, "Why Are You Stupid?" Another one I ripped off Keith Levine. Right there, and then, "Why are you stupid? What happened to you? Your mother dropped you on your head when you were only 2. I tried so hard to escape it. I've been running all my life." Right here. Sorry, connection dropped, which distracted me, but sure enough, he makes you sick. Let's see if anybody's watching. Father grabbing, been hit with an ugly stick. I'm trying to escape it. And it goes, every place I go now, everywhere I be. Right, that part, the middle. Call that the middle eight. Right here. Now, I stole this. This is like, I obviously ripped that off from Pete Townsend, right? And then the other part, it's Keith Levine and Cockney Rejects ripoff. I mean, I didn't invent nothing. I originated nothing. I just play what I can't play or what I like to play. So I'm not going to tell you I invented shit, you know? I just took stuff I dug and pieced it together and, you know. So that's that Keith Levine, big influence on me when I'm playing punk rock, all right? And then this is my Johnny Thunders TV special guitar. I had it about 20 years or something, and right now I'm obsessed with this guitar. I can't put it down. I can't play it. I'm like obsessed with it, right? Because it's like, right? It's got that bark to it, but watch this. You can get. So that's, I had to rework this guitar a lot. When I got it, it was kind of, felt like I kind of got swindled. It had a really, really screechy metallic sound. The neck twisted so many times. I had the neck replaced by Dan Shin at Lay's in Akron, Ohio. They gave me the biggest neck they could fit on here. And they kept the fingerboard and everything from the original, but they gave me a new neck which doesn't twist. And then I changed the bridge and I changed the pickup to do that. And then the guitar is now, it's like, I also changed the tone capacitor. See, in a way, I could do it all just with this one pickup. You could do that kind of. Especially this one. This is just after I spent about 7 or 8 years being frustrated with it. I got it to where I'm obsessed with this fucking thing. So that's my Johnny Thunders guitar. And like I said, you know, I was listening to a lot of punk rock and digging it. And then I saw Thunders come out. It was the first time I ever seen them. And I was like, holy shit, these guys are as desperate, as broken, as damaged. They feel just so fucking, they're so angry, but they're also so like wounded inside and fucked up. And it's like, and they were pissed off. And that's how I felt. I didn't feel like, you know, I didn't feel like all happy, like the Grateful Dead or something like that. You know what I mean? I didn't. I mean, I felt a different kind of way, and those cats kind of brung it. So now the third thing I want to say, you know, that last rant that I done, I was all pissed off, right? And I was very depressed about coming back here from Canada. I didn't want to leave Canada, you know? And I got back and I felt like I should have stood over there, you know? And I could have stood over there longer, but I had a gig, right? So I come back to New York because I got to make this gig. And guess what? Motherfuckers canceled the gig on me. I could have stood in Canada for a while, right? So I come back I am so depressed, you know, like I don't even want to get into it, like, you know, uh it, you know, I don't even want to get into it in this kind of format. Like, but then I have another gig coming up with Mike Mock. So Mike Mock asked me would I want to join his band and be in the band, and then he said, "Hey man, we're going to Europe." So I I'm gonna go to Europe, and you know I'm gonna be playing with Mike Mock and the M Tones. We're actually playing at the Owl Music Parlor, and that's 465 Rogers Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, in Flatbush. When I was a kid, we called everything between Prospect Park and Avenue U. We called the whole damn thing Flatbush. That's all it was. And now these realtors, they have funny names for it, right? Like Potpourri Gardens or Poodlesville or something. And we just called it Flatbush. So it's in Flatbush, 465 Rogers Avenue, Friday at 8 o'clock. And, you know, promoting gigs is fucking hopeless. Like, I could fucking do it till I turn blue in the face, you know? And it don't really make no never mind, but I'll still do it anyway. And so so I land on my feet with that. I'm going to Europe. And then Vic was talking about we need to get back over there, back over to Europe. And then I'm going to be heading back to Canada in the spring. So, you know, I'm sorry, but New York sucks right now. And then that other place, that place I was supposed to play Friday, that they pulled the rug out. They rebooked us, the Supertones, at Arlene's Grocery, January 27th. But oi gewollt gekakafinyam. You know, they were helfen wir teuten bankes. We will play there, you know, till the hair grows on the palm of my hand, you know. So we'll see what happened with that. So that's the fucking rant of Chardiet for today. R.I.P. Keith Levine. And thank you, Mike Mock and the M-Tones, for taking this fucking mook in. You know, I'm going to be concentrating on playing the bass with the Supertones, playing guitar with Mike Mock and the M-Tones. And I'm going to, you know, in a few months, hopefully I'll be heading back up to Canada and possibly Europe with Vic Ruggiero and Jory, you know, the mooks. And then I'm going to do my solo jazz bebop thing so I could keep my chops together on that. So those are my four things. You know, if you want guitar lessons, just simonchardiet@hotmail.com. I think I got about 3 students now. You know, the whole state of the music business just sucks right now. They have bands paying to go on tour. All right. I think I did my first tour in 1978. And let me tell you, man, I love it. I love going on the road. I try to keep up a healthy diet on the road, eat plenty of vegetables. I try to keep up exercise on the road. I try to keep up my practice routine. But you get beat up on fucking road, man. You just get beat up, you know, you're sleeping wherever. You could get joints, you get fucking cold, that's your tough shit. You gotta make that gig happen if you're sick or whatever. And so I'm just saying, like these motherfuckers are paying to go on tour. They get these pay to play gigs. We need a strong musicians union. We need Jimmy Hoffa. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? All these pay to play places, they need to get picketed and maybe even more better than that, you know? And I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to give a portion of my earnings to the mafia if I had a union card, fucking union scale, health benefits, pension fund, you know, all that shit. Was able to have the union go after club owners when they stiff me for money. I don't give a fuck. I will give the mafia their cut, man. And I don't give a shit. There's worse things than the fucking mafia. All right? Mwah. Love you. How do we turn this fucking thing off? Look at this. Now you can't turn it off? Oh, end stream. Okay.